Hello! Welcome to a different kind of episode from SHG. Instead of bringing you Call of Duty Black Ops, we're going to show you some Crysis 2. It's a reasonably new game. Must have come out within the month. Or so, since when this video was released. I'm going to be running through campaign right from the beginning. This is virtually a blind trial, pretty much. This is a blind recording. I mean, I've only played this game for about 10 minutes. So, as you're going to see, I'm new to this game. I mean, I've stuck it on, what's that, second difficulty, I think it's Soldier, or something. So yeah, I'm just pretty much checking out this game, wondering if it's actually worth buying it or not, because I've borrowed this game off a friend. In my opinion, I'm trying to compare it to the game Homefront. I'm not quite sure which is better between Homefront and Crysis 2. I actually own Homefront. But yeah, like I said, I'm borrowing Crysis 2. Alright, so far I've gathered, I'm thinking I thought it was an underwater game at first. Well, not literally, like, underwater. But I thought you were like maybe Navy or something. So it looks like at first you start off on a random ship, like a submarine. You can't hear it in the game speech, but they talk about Marines, maybe some kind of underwater experiments or something. But yeah, then they also talk about viruses and aliens. It's all very confusing. I'm sure I'll pick it up as soon as I go through more story. So right now, you're sitting down there just wanting to know if you're still alive or not, to be honest. What you're going to see fairly soon. Here you go, I'll get up. This is where all the action actually starts happening. As you'll see in the corridor behind him, something big's about to go down. Or explode, for that matter. And there it goes. It did have, I think, a better beginning than Homefront. I mean, Homefront is more, well, I'm not saying that Homefront could actually happen, but there's not really any chance of this happening. I'm finding on this game that you get to certain areas of the map and then more certain things happen. It's not like things happen whether you're there or not. You have to be in a certain place for things to happen, which I don't particularly like in games, but I guess I haven't got any other alternatives to how it could work, so I'm just going to have to live with it. This game does seem to use X as the action button, like open doors, pick up ammo, reload, that kind of stuff. It's got exactly the same controls as to Call of Duty, apart from the fact that if you want to throw a grenade, you have to double tap Y. I didn't see this part of the game coming. Swimming, I wouldn't have seen it coming. I thought I was just going to have to, like, jump out or something. It does look a lot like Call of Duty, but I guess so do a lot of first-person shooters today. To be honest, I don't think any first-person shooter has actually beaten Call of Duty. I mean, they try to come up with things like original, but I found this game is a bit like Halo and Call of Duty mixed together. Whereas Homefront is, to be honest, just more like Call of Duty except different times. I like the graphics on this game though. The graphics are pretty good. Pretty damn good. Although as my friend said, the graphics are good, but the frame rate isn't very good. Which I guess does counter it out a little bit. So yeah, I would give you a better review, tips and tricks for this game, but I haven't played it very much. This is like, I mean, I still know what's coming at this bit, but after the end of this video, when we go into part 2, which I'll stick a link to at some point in this video, I actually have no idea what goes on. It's all new to me. Although, well, yeah, all the bubbles, you're about to see the aliens. I'm not quite sure if the aliens actually caused the virus. If there is a virus, I can't remember what it's all called. I found this is a very confusing game. I don't always understand what's going on. I mean, right now there is an alien ship shooting so many bullets at me, and I still don't get hit. Which I think is kind of weird, but you know. Alright, while it's blacking out, I just want to say, please visit Pink Pretzel, Lewis, good friend of mine. He's running Some Helpful PC Gamers. He's going to be running the PC side of things on this. So if you'd please check him out. Also, I'm planning to get a capture card, but I don't particularly want to get a capture card if it's not going to be, like, used. So if I did end up getting over 1,000 views on any video, then I'm going to get a capture card. If you want to give me, like, a tip on, like, which capture card to get, I'm all new to the capture card kind of thing. Alright, now this is what you can see on the screen at the moment. It's what's called a nano suit, which I think I'll get into in a minute. It does make you look like more of an alien than a human, to be honest. Sorry about the AB3 thing in the top left corner, I don't know how to get rid of that on my TV. I'm not quite sure if this is kind of a strange kind of thing. Apparently he's called the Prophet. Who knew? Again, that just kind of like sounds a lot like Halo 3, to be honest. And then of course you just got the normal kind of intro to the game. I assumed this was the nano suit, which I think I guessed right. Things there's the fingers and stuff. This game is actually quite complicated. It's harder than it looks. I mean, I only went on soldier difficulty and I died like 3 times, which is kind of annoying. Not quite sure what this is the virus or I don't know. Apparently not. I didn't actually understand this bit. I mean, this can't be you, seeing as you're now kind of like half dead on the floor. As you're going to see later, I wake up in the middle of an abandoned room. But as you can see, I'm using the visor, heat-seeking visor, which I haven't actually worked out how to use yet. The guy on this, in this cutscene, there's so many cool moves, which I actually have no idea how to do in normal gameplay. Not quite sure it's even possible. This is pretty much just the kind of intro thing while the credits are coming up. From what I've seen, I mean, I haven't seen anything special. I mean, if this has a campaign that can beat the Halo 3 campaign, which I personally love. I love the Halo 3 campaign, it's amazing. Halo Reach comes right behind it. I never really liked ODST though. Anyway, not talking about Halo. You're about to see a couple of armor abilities, I think. They have the cloak, which means you can just run up and kill people. Which I think is similar to Halo, but like it's different because you can move and it won't go down and it won't make you visible. I'm not quite sure if that's how it works online, but you know. And different part here, you can see all the armor is tensing up. This is like an armor lock kind of thing from Halo, except again you can move. It does give the kind of feeling that you get from Prototype and Assassin's Creed. That means you actually cannot be killed, like you're too good. But I think they've done this well, because you actually... I think they've done this a bit well. Because you have these good powers, but you're still a human in a suit. I mean, like, if you get shot by a bullet, you'll eventually regenerate. Like you do in most first-person shooters. But you do have things like super strength, invisibility, and armor. But they all cost what's called energy. Which, so far on campaign, I've seen that it replenishes fairly quickly, but it does get annoying to run out of energy when you're in the middle of a good firefight. And you run out of armor lock. Not armor lock, just like maximum armor. That is the opening scene. You can't see it very well on this, but yeah, Crysis 2 intro. During the entire of that thing, you can press A to skip it, but I thought I'd rather show you, because it looks pretty cool. And now I'm waking up in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to post a link to the second part of this video in like 10 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment, etc, etc. Please check out Lewis's channel. And thanks. I mean, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys, see you later.